Welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. Well, Pep was always right. Pep always said that you cannot put down Mo Salah. The class never ends. He will and he can change the game. And that's what happened. Manchester City have lost their first game in their season. And to, I would say, the one man only, to Mo Salah, to a Liverpool squad which tried their best to kind of hold on, fought hard, and came out with the points. City never looked in charge of this game. It looked disrupted. It looked all over the place. Even with some moments of like great passing and almost not scoring, like Haaland had some chances and he would bury them mostly, but then they were not clear cut. I would not say that he had, I would say he had two clear-cut chances, but then Haaland has made us believe that anything, if he gets space and if he has, and he sees the goal, he will score it. The fact that he couldn't score tells me he's mortal, and that's a good thing to know. First time after kind of the chances that he got, he could not convert them. But kudos to how Liverpool kind of stuck to their guns, didn't give a lot of they didn't give a lot of time to the City players to kind of move. At least the main players that wanted to. Like Cancelo was playing almost with De Bruyne in the first half. They didn't allow Gundogan. Bernardo was all over. He was amazing. He was just on live wire. But then they didn't allow a lot of midfield kind of to control the ball in the midfield. They kept pressing. They basically allowed them to press from the sides, like get the ball to Foden, where he was dealt well by kind of by Gomez and Robertson. And also Milner did a great job. He put in the work there. So the midfield was pretty solid for them. I would say Harvey Elliott did an amazing. What a game he had. He had a really nice game. A really he should be proud. Like Klopp should be proud of that. He has Harvey Elliott there back in the squad and playing well. Thiago, as always, controls the ball, controls the game. Fabinho as well, putting in the great shift. What was very curious to me, I think Akanji was the one in my mind. I kept looking at him. He never looked comfortable in that game. But then I might be nitpicking there, but then I felt that they were so strong from the left, where they had Ake, along with, of course, Diaz, but then I never felt so strong looking at Akanji. Like he had a poor game, I would say. Of course, like let's not forget Cancelo, the goal that he scored, the goal that Salah scored. It was like off him, like almost a goalkeeper pass from Ederson, from Alisson away from Alisson. The other Brazilian goalkeeper. Wonder both of them are going to the World Cup, so that's going to be amazing to watch who actually starts the games for Brazil. But with Alisson kind of knocking it out after a very poor free kick from Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know what that was, just straight in the hands of the keeper. Like that didn't make sense. And 76th minute goal conceded by City from Mo Salah, from a direct kind of pass from Alisson to Salah, where he turns from Cancelo. I think Cancelo kind of misjudged it a little. He of course knows there was a mistake. He could have just put his body on the line, but then Salah does it so well. He kind of he's almost half turning, so he's kind of pushing Cancelo as well with him. So almost kind of making him do more work than it would actually be otherwise if he was running outside of him. But he runs so closely, like he's next to him, so he's able to control the ball beautifully well. He missed a chance before that. Salah score, Scala, and or Alice or Ederson was able to save a shot from Salah before. The same way they go one-on-one. Ederson saved the previous one, but then this time he didn't want to make a mistake. He just kind of put that down on the side net, and a goal, a beautiful goal. It was Anfield was livid at that time. It was a beautiful game. Things went kind of up in the air in my mind. City kind of wanted a reaction. They were trying so hard. They kept pushing, but then I couldn't see the cohesion. They lost the plot in some sense, right? You have to see what was happening in the game. I like at the moment with Bernardo and Salah on the Klopp kind of losing his and shown the red as well. But these are the high tempo. These are the games that you want to watch exactly, and you want to feel part of. Where the title contenders or the ones that cannot be beaten in a way are being pushed to a limit here. Of course, City and Liverpool are, and Pep has been saying that Liverpool are the title contenders. I think he's playing them up, but this shows like they have the class, right? They can turn it around. City found it difficult to break them, and Liverpool stuck to their guns. They knew that they had to. The one goal would change the game, and that's what happened. The goal that they scored was, yeah, it just kind of changed the whole game, the whole complexion of the stadium, how they felt. City almost did not drop, but then I felt that City kind of then lost how they were playing. But overall, I would say that City controlled the game. It's always tough to come to Anfield and play, and also given the fact that they would have had pressure on them, City players, because they're unbeaten. Haaland, a lot of pressure on him to kind of score against Van Dijk, and the defense that they have. I wouldn't say Van Dijk himself was amazing, but I felt that Haaland never, or City's midfield never looked like the ones that we have seen in previous games. I almost felt like Haaland was alone most of the times. Foden had a lot of chances. I don't know why he takes a touch every time. I don't know why he like the whole this is one of those kind of I think I'll do a separate video as well on like what I felt about the El Clasico as well. I was watching that one as well. It almost felt to me like you just have to be scruffy sometimes. Just take the shot. Just take the first time and just see how that ball goes. There's no point kind of tiptoeing or touching the ball all over the place and then trying to score it. But anyway, Liverpool won, City 0. What does this mean for the title? Arsenal stay on top. If you've not checked out the video, I just put it out, the first video out there. Do give it a look. And Liverpool beat fair and square City. Robert Firmino, I don't know how bad the injury to Jota will be, because he was taken out on a stretcher when Tsimikas came in. That'll be pretty interesting for me to see, like, or also adding to the woes of Liverpool maybe in some sense. But then it was good to see that Salah was top form. They were playing well. Harvey Elliott, I think, was the the player for them, for Liverpool who continued playing, and of course, and deservedly, Mo Salah is a man of the match as well. I'm very sure Klopp will be happy with this. Klopp will be extremely kind of elated with the fact that how they've played, how they've kind of come out of it. But it's good. It's Arsenal's. It's Arsenal's to lose in my mind. There will be a drop in form for them, but then City can come back. City are a world-class team right now. It's a dip in the form, but then they have so many world-class players to come up. But Liverpool extend their Anfield lead, and yeah, it's going to be exciting now. These are the teams which kind of you want to kind of see them come back. And City again don't play next week. In the next game week they play in a week's time, so that gives them some time to rest in a way. But it's full throttle till the World Cup, which is now less than 5 weeks from now to the World Cup. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But do give a like, share your comments to what do you think about Liverpool. What do you think? Was that like the Bernardo Salah kind of tussle? Was that you found that aggressive? Because I think the emotions were high at that time. Liverpool wanted to kill the game. Bernardo was trying to get the ball and so on, so forth. Of course, Cancelo would try to forget this game as well. But do let me know what you think about this. Do give this video a like. Do share it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.